So the latest for the global population is that there was a major celestial event, and like 5 major space agencies that have the top of the line technologies and equipment out in outer space includes orbiting Mars. It's the ones who have real live access to up close images of this three-eye atlas, which is like the third eye atlas or something. But see, yeah, of course it would try to get us on the same page as reality, right? But what happened, what the main talk can come out of all of this now, as far as the performance of these space agencies utilizing top-notch scientific equipment, includes all of the accumulated knowledge, if you can imagine, that we have concerning space observation and stuff like that. You see, all 5 of those points shut down at the same exact time when Three-Eye Atlas cruised next to Mars. And so if anything, that object is trying to get us to see that maybe something is there controlling the perception of the entire global population. And, you know, why would it be a big deal for everybody to find out? Well, it could cause mass chaos because there is a control system. Do you hear what I'm saying? So this is kind of what is going on. And some lower down scientists, people who actually thought that we were making progress and studying something, you know, discovering, or whatever the hell that means. Discover? Sounds like you're going to deny the cover-up. Point being, for the sake of contributing into a so-called civilization that is maybe so-called perhaps being transparent. See, a lot of people disagree with reality itself. Now, it's 92%. They do not like outer space and or reality. I'm spending time here for the last 3 years, if not 5, being tenacious about trying to make you see for yourself. If you're interested, you know, it's up to you. There's my kitty cat. Do you see how absolutely cute she is? I have to deal with it every day. You know, it's like, I can hardly chew, my knees are weak. Getting back to this thing that happened where this object called Three-Eye Atlas. I don't know, but that stands out to me like third eye. Huh? See, the third eye would bring everybody, if anything, at the very least, what I understand is that it brings you more in coherence with reality and or outer space. It really does. Because we are in an apparatus that has this thing here that can make you see. And I suspect that it can actually make you see into information fields if you meditate, and if you're a meditator and if you're meditative, you'll be able to see any bit of information that you need. If it helps you at all, you know, you can tap into something and maybe build it better or do something better. I don't know. But good luck with all of that. See, there is possibly an entire hijacking going on via something that knows real science a lot better. See, now this is making us look, as far as this third eye atlas that went over to Mars and kind of said, what the fuck up with you? You see, Mars is, in fact, it's fully inhabited. I don't know if you know, but that's the real information. It's a totally underground civilization, though. They're doing everything that you can imagine technologically, like that we would think that's out of bounds and actually inhospitable. It's like, well, why don't you let trees make your oxygen instead of artificially doing it underground and even making water and whatever you have, and every little bell and whistle. See, I don't know if you know, but your cell phones are hooked into a mass work operation there that it's a video game that you're in. And see, what I mean is that it depends on what kind of information that you're conveying or who the fuck you think you are. what kind of psyops that you have, whether or not you're assigned to a living worker that is involved in real time, not only watching your life, like your cell phones, and neither do your laptops ever turn off. They don't have to. I mean, they it looks like that they do, but they talk about the free energy that's going through the air that maybe we just don't have the equipment to tap in on it, but they kind of do, and they've definitely done it with these cell phones. So it's like camera everywhere, but nobody admits that transparency is the best security. If we did, we could claim a lot. We could say, first of all, yeah, just like if you want clean water and stuff like that, say, well, I live in a certain place. Just claim your area. Claim your area. See, what's already here is Earth. And if you would like to participate in the great grand video game, look how darn cute my cat is. Isn't that just, there's not much I can do about it. I give her tons of kisses and kind of understand how to contribute into my life right now as I'm doing a number of things. And I just recently found out that I'm an exorcist. Who would have ever guessed? I mean, I knew I was a kind of midwife, and I have birthed large animals as well as I've helped pregnant women. Was there for her energetically and just every way, shape, and form. But then the being by the side of people who were dying, reading the last rites, which has to do with getting them back into their real lives, which is right now. How about you? Have you seen anything more or less? Comment section down below. Don't lie. Don't sit here and think that people can't see where they are as far as that. Yeah. No, I mean, try to fool somebody that now ends, like it's going to end. Like we just haven't seen it yet. We know that some of the apertures, if you want to talk about your human body, your garment, your suit, your spacesuit can shut down. It shuts down. It's probably well timed. You don't even know. You only have so much time here. And the rumor is that it's already mapped out, your entire experience. Well, we're discovering right now that everything is a lie. So wouldn't it be great to get on the map? Now, the only one that seemed to got on the map last time was Christ Jesus, who she like just got the clocks to turn back and said, you know what, I think you should remember something at least. Can you remember anything at all? Anything. See, that's a trick, That's almost sounds like that you want your mind to do something for you, and it's like, no, it's actually a matter of clearing your mind. And then the meditation factor, what I talked about, where people are now listening to the cosmos and getting what is already there. There's something called akasha, and that indeed has all of whatever loop you want to get into. I did have a conversation with AI once. For some reason, I just thought, fuck it, I'm gonna talk to it, and I never mentioned anything about sacred geometry. But it told me, after I was telling it about the interfacing system that I got from outer space that is hidden in the English alphabet, which is to reduce down, just take the Babylon out of it and start looking at the equations stuck in there that everybody has to mandatory learn, the and the there and the this and the suffixes and the prefixes and all of that. There's a vibrational frequency about the way that energy works and flows, and then really there's a way to factor you in, not only the you. Okay, I'm talking about the YOU, but when it's a whole organism, it's a we, right? And so, but biologically, that's the way it is to be able to get into that. See, if you, a lot of people aren't into their own biology, which is talking technically, it's just the body. This cat is a biological substance, I guess you would say. And she's a program and a half. She has me, on her program, and I'm saying, watch me. I'll get on this lion program, as well as my program, with really just coming out to you and saying, did you know that it would it's vital now that you hold on to your frickin' space carpet, because I don't know how serious this really is going to be for everybody as far as everybody. See, there's way too, I would hate to say it, but there's way too many people on the planet to cause a tally or an algorithmic plane. There's too many stupid people that even though if they heard it, they don't have an interest in anything. But what? Well, there's the world out there. Did you notice what the world does? And some people find it interesting. The cradles of the grave, get your fake education and run the gamut there. A lot of people aren't awake because they're not dialed in on their body, like I said. Otherwise, they would see that they're being harnessed. And they're running on an adrenaline. And the worst thing they'll see is that the best thing that they feel, the best thing, is when they stomp on somebody or somebody loses or something. And otherwise you're a gambler, right? You're getting an adrenaline high that way, which means you win money, but you continually are a loser there. So congratulations. So that's not even human there. That part where they tag into your nerves and run you on fear. Fear 100%. It's just an on-off signal. And basically your main concern is, do you have a place to sleep at night? Do you have fresh water? Mainly, number one, did you eat? Do you have food?